Hello, I welcome you to this video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to manipulate your views in Revit Structure. For example, this is the first floor of the design I want to work on. I want to create the beam and a column and a slab. But then I have these dimensions that are here and probably some text that I don't want. And apart from the text, I may not want to destroy this plan. Maybe I want to come back to this plan sometime. So I need all these things to be here. So in that case, what I would do is to duplicate this particular view. So to duplicate the view, you can right click on it and you see duplicate view. Simply follow it. If you follow it, you see there are three options here. I will explain these two options. The first option says duplicate. If you duplicate using the first option, it will not carry annotate element with it. Now, what are annotate elements? Annotate elements are things like dimension, text, detail lines. So those are annotate elements. Then the direct opposite of it are model elements. Model elements are things like wall, column, beam, slab. So if you duplicate using this particular one, it will duplicate the model element, but it will not duplicate the annotate element. So let's try it and see. You see, it did not carry the dimension, the text, and all those stuffs. Even field region, all those stuff are annotation elements. Okay, so the only things that go with it are model elements. So at this point, I have a copy of the first floor plan. So I can now right click on it and rename it. Let's say I can rename it as O2 first floor structure. Okay, so that is the name. And let's look at the second option. The second option is I come here. Let's open the same plan. It is the same first floor plan. I right click on it. I go to duplicate view, then I duplicate using with detailing. Okay, now I have duplicated it with detailing. You now know that every annotate element came with it. The dimension came with it. Look at the name carefully. This is first floor plan copy 1. It shows that this is a copy of it, and you see all the annotate element. No one is missing. Then let's go to the original plan. You see nothing is missing. So it now depends on you what you want to achieve. If you don't want to miss the annotate element, then you use duplicate with detailings. But if you don't need the annotate element, in that case you will use only duplicate. For example, if you are working on structure, you don't need the annotate elements. That is why you will duplicate without detailings. Let's try this, the third option. If I right click on this, I go to detailing, duplicate as independent, but you can see that this one actually came with annotate elements, but then there's something that is unique with this. You see that as I hover my cursor on this, there is a selection around it. Okay, so we'll go deeper into this later. Then you now see that it is under this particular one. Okay, so but for now, let's leave this one for now. We'll get it into detail later on in the course of this training. All right, so that is one of the ways you can manipulate your views in Revit Structure. Then another thing I want to show you before we wrap up the class for today, let's assume you want to create a detailing around a place. Let's open one of our structural plan. Let's open one of our structural plan. Let's open this one. Okay, let's assume you want to produce detailing. So I've not detailed this one enough. I'm just using this one for the purpose of this training. Okay, so if I want to produce a detailing here, I can go and grab my callout. So you can see callout from view, under view tab. Then you see callout here. You see a drop down. So you can pick rectangle. There are two options there. Let's assume I want to detail this staircase. So it's a question of drawing the rectangle around the staircase. And the moment you release your mouse, you drop your mouse, you see that another view have been created under the floor plan. Okay, you see O2 first floor structure callout 1. Let's double click on it to open it. You see this one is just the detail, that part you call out, that part that you sketched out. So from here you can add your detailing. Okay, so but anything you delete here, if for example I delete this window, that window will be deleted in all other views. And that is one peculiarity of Revit. That is why Revit is BIM. So if I don't want this WC and I delete it, it is deleted in all the views. Okay, so that is why Revit is the best BIM software in the world so far. Okay, I hope you have learned something from this video today. If you do, don't forget to give me the feedback. If you would like me to create a video on any topic, I want you to drop the topic in the comment section. I will go through it and I will see what I can do. At the top here, I'm going to leave a video there. Make sure you watch that video so that you know what you gain inside our full Revit structure and robot structural analysis professional video training. That video will discuss everything you need to know about this training, how you can get started and master Revit structure and robot structural analysis professional. So ensure you watch that video now. It will display now. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.